All right, here we are again. We're going to fit the ignition key and the choke right now. I've got them marked from behind about as good as I can, and we're going to double check it against the old one. Well, let's get the micrometer and we will measure these things and drill the right size holes, we hope. Okay. Alright, that's kind of a big mess there, isn't it? That's okay. That key's not that big. I think that's out of it's out of the Austin Healey catalog. I don't know if it's a million different British cars, I'm sure. So let's just see here. Let's go back to 0 and we'll measure this thing and we'll just kind of give it our best guess. It needs to be pretty good. That's half. Well, that's easy enough. Okay, and let's do one at a time. We'll just do one at a time. That helps stabilize. The more you put on it, the more stabilized it gets. So let's see if I got a 1/2-inch drill bit. I think that I do. I think I'm going to do the old drill the hole in a small hole in one side and then one in the other. Let's I think I got enough drill bits over there. I think I got a 1/2-inch drill bit over there anyway. Okay, well, let's go in and see. But there we go. I've poked at it a couple of times and I feel like I'm pretty close. The bezel's pretty forgiving on this one. I sure would like to get the shellac on this tonight, but that might be tight. Let's see how this goes for the choke now. There it is down there. Come on, baby. Oh, okay. So there it is. That's plenty enough for that. Okay. And you can adjust it from the back. So let's get... where's that boy? Come here, big boy. There you go. How many times do you think you got to take something in and out on a job like this? What is that? I don't like whatever that is. Okay, well, we'll clean that out later. At least it's not a divot. So we got to get this in there. Okay, so that looks just dandy. Let's go ahead and I'm not scared about the clock. Just keep taking these in and out and in and out. It's like a squeeze box, huh? So, all right, now. That's just fine. Okay. All right, so we got this. That's in there loosely. That's in there tightly. And there's your choke. All right. And see, this thing here is very, very forgiving. So I've already marked right here. And we'll take that out. Okay. And we got to measure that now. So, oh, where's the micrometer? It's wherever I am not. Okay. This will probably call for a hole saw. This will be big enough for, well, it's around here somewhere. I'll find it. Oh, I know where it is. I found it. Okay. I decided to keep it on my person here. Alright, so let's see what size this is. Alright, it is gonna be, I think that's gonna be like 25-30 seconds, I think, is where we are there. 3/4 too big. I don't know. Let's get it off that run right there. I think 25-30 seconds. Let's lock it right there. Not really a matter of the number, because I just find a hole saw till I find something that works. So let me mark behind this, feel behind this one more time. Let's get that out of there. Well, no, let's leave it there because, like I said earlier, that'll help align things. Okay. I might get my Dremel and embiggen this hole a little bit more because I think it needs to go off to here because see, it's making that slam on there. Okay, so there's a lot of give here. So let's get a pin back there. Can we do it with this out of the way? I think we can because yeah, I got a little Dremel tool here. Let's just make a big circle there. I've marked this so many times, but I just want to find the middle of it. Wow, that's way down there. All right, let's see what we got here. Pull this out. So I got to embiggen the. Come on, what are you doing? Don't get caught up in there. Don't get caught up in this mess. Yeah. Okay. All right. Ooh, see, I got all that room there. So all I got to do is kind of hit in the middle of that, and I'll be fine. You can tell right here, some of the original dash. So we're going to embiggen this hole, enlarge, I know, with my little Dremel tool. And that just, I've had to clean this lens so many times from all the little wood dust. So I've got that little bit right there. That's a cool thing. Okay. All right. Let's 25/64. Okay. Okay. So we did all this. So it's just a little, about a millimeter bigger. It's not a big thing. No pun intended. All right. Okay. Let's put it on the floor because that's about where it's going to end up. So 25/60. It's actually. What are you doing? Stop doing that. It's actually 25-30 seconds. All right, but like I say, just find the hole saw that size and hit it from the back and then the front. So just right here in the middle. We'll move along, and then we're going to do the hard parts. Don't have to do them two. Need to do that one. And this one and that one, and then we need to move that down, remember? Okay. A little bit more Dremel work. See how I got that gap back right there from making that hole a little bigger for the choke thing. So let's see how this does. I had to back cut it a little bit. I'll show you how to kind of waller it out some to get it to, yeah, I think that's going to be fine. Not much grace on this one, but that's all you need right there. And I can just tighten that up and it'll be just dandy. All right. Okay, can't ask for more than that. Okay. So now, those are two of the harder ones to do. And I'll show you what I did here. Try not to jostle your wires around too much back there any more than you have to. Because, that thing's cocked over. There you go. It's got that, it's keyed. A little bit like that ignition switch is, but not on a wooden dash. You could do it, I guess, if you felt like it. See how I had to kind of waller that out there to get those little wings right here to kind of go up in there. And so there you go. All right, so let's measure the windshield washer switch. And it is right here, and let's make sure we're on 0. That thing goes to 0. That's pretty cool. All right, and all right, 31/64. But once again, that don't matter too much. Just that, and maybe just a skosh more. Let's just hit it on there loosely. Yeah, that's about it right there. So that's less than ½ an inch, so I ought to have a drill bit that size. Okay. So I'd rather go small and then hit it with the Dremel. Okay, so let's go find that and use the, once again, use the old dashboard as a reference. Okay, so I happen to have a drill bit that just happens to be the size. This is the old board, of course. So now we're going to do here. I moved it down and over a little bit. This was an add-on anyway. This was not a factory attachment. Trust me. They had washers, but it was inside the switch of the wiper thing. Forget that. That'll never work again. So we're going to drill this out, and we're going to see if this little button will fit in there. Okay, gang. So here's the break of the day. I broke it, but that's okay. Nobody's going to see it after I get some glue on it. Well, let's go get some glue. And that's probably going to end me for today. And because I want this to, this has to take 24 hours. And that just ended the whole thing. But that's okay because my back hurts like crazy. I'll show you what it looks like here in a second. So we're just going to not be able to shellac it today. Shellac dries in no time anyway. But I was right there at the end, and boy, she just snapped clean off. Snapped right down that pretty line that I wanted. Well, I got what I wanted. Okay, we'll see what it looks like in a second. Just squish some of this in there from the back side. And then there's my quick grip. Okay. Okay, well, this is going to be the wrap it up thing because I've got... Okay, well, let's get that excess glue off the back there. Let's just run your finger across there gentle like. Okay. Well, so at least see if the dumb button fits. Okay. It will. It's okay. Oh, well, knock the clamp off. Okay, well, it will with a little tiny bit of Dremel. Like I say, that's the way I like it. All right, well, that's going to be it. So give us a thumbs up, and we all have to admit our sins, you know, our problems or our mistakes. So I'm happy to do it, and in the tradition of everybody else that messes up, which will be known as everybody else. Well, thanks for spending time with me today. I do not consider this to be a setback in any way. It'll be stronger for that. I'm just glad it didn't break across here because that's a whole lot more visible. And so all lucky, all good, all lucky. And there's that little dent. That'll be covered up a little bit. I was worried about that dent. See it right there about 10 o'clock, 10 or 11 o'clock. And so that'll be covered up by that bolt. So let me get the clamp back on this, and we'll talk tomorrow.